What's up everybody, Danny from the Famicast here, and today we're taking a look at the Super Famicom controllers on the Nintendo Switch. First up, we're just taking a look at the packaging here, and if you got one of these controllers in your region, you would probably see that it's pretty similar to what you have, so there's really not that big of a change there. After taking this bad boy out of the box, you can see that yes, this is indeed pretty much a replica Super Nintendo controller. It's pretty light. One of the only differences I kind of noticed between this and an original one was that the back of this one felt a little bit more textured, and that could have just been from use or something, I'm not exactly sure. But with this next little bit of video clips, you can see kind of like a comparison with all sorts of different Super Famicom controllers. Of course, on the bottom, you have the new wireless version for the Nintendo Switch. The one right above that is an actual original Super Famicom controller, and then above that, that is a Super Famicom controller for the Super Famicom Classic Mini. And then behind that, you had a special Club Nintendo Japan Super Nintendo controller that can plug into a Wii remote. Now, obviously, aside from having an awesome wireless Super Nintendo controller that you can use for your Switch, there's a couple of little tiny extra things that this will do when starting up the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo apps. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this does. Now, similar to the NES Online controllers or the Famicom Online controllers, Joy-Con, what have you, you will be able to see a kind of a digital representation of which controller you're using here, and this is no different with the Super Famicom controller, as you can see here. But let's go ahead and actually start up the Super Famicom app and see what we have in there. First, we're just going to go ahead and start it up without the Super Famicom controller. So, per usual, nothing but red on the side here, but let's go ahead and go into the app with the Super Famicom controller. As you can see now, as opposed to the red on the side, now it's gray, and the sound effects are a little bit different here too. So I mean, depending on what you do, there's different sound effects and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. And the cool thing here is too, that not only does this work obviously with the Japanese version of this app, if you go into the American, or just basically any other Western region app, just like this, you can see that it still shows all the stuff on the side. Not only that, it also shows that your specific controller, the Super Famicom controller, up there on the left-hand side of the screen. And pretty much just like any other controller, you're also able to use the Super Famicom controller inside the Famicom Online app, just like this, as well as the NES Online app. As you can see too, in the upper left-hand corner, that Super Famicom controller is showing up, so that's pretty cool. Alright, and that's pretty much going to do it for this quick look at the Super Famicom controllers on the Nintendo Switch. As always, thanks for checking out this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to give us a like. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. We got tons of podcasts, video reviews, special videos, and a whole lot more. Again, this is Danny from the Famicast. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.